All right, guys, thank you for attending the post-fight press conference for BKFC here in Norfolk. Our debut was a very, very good debut. Great crowd, great fights. As usual, the fighters brought it. They did exactly what the fans want them to see. You know, it was an amazing night. I mean, we had our ups and downs as well. We had some crazy antics go on in the main event. Feature fighter tonight. We lost a feature fighter tonight with the guy getting injured in the back, slipping and falling, and Dustin Peg wasn't able to fight. So we're going to bring Dustin Peg back pretty soon. But we're just going to go from the bottom to the top. In the first fight of the night, I thought it was a very, very it was a great fight. It was Quinton Foy defeated Cody Jenkins in a unanimous decision. That was a great fight. Next fight of the night was another war for as long as it lasted, 2-round fight. The Shark, Zach Kalmus, always comes to fight, and he ended up knocking out Mike Fernier in the second round. That was another really good fight. Third fight of the night was also got off to a great start. Kyle Wright defeated Pat Casey by a TKO stoppage in the third round. And then we go up to the fourth fight was Stanislav Grusov defeated Cordis Stint ended up knocking him out in the second round, right at the end of the second round. That was a very competitive fight for the first round, and then he just took over. Another great fight that started as a war, and then Jay Jackson ended up stopping David Simpson in the second round. Another really good, exciting fight. I mean, I just feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but we have the most exciting sport in the world, and these guys came out tonight and showed that. In the next fight was Kasim Rufin defeated Trey Santos in the fourth round, a very competitive fight. Another fight that was a little hard to watch. The guys were holding each other a lot, but they were banging, and we had really, really two tough guys in there, and then Kasim Rufin ended up stopping him. The next fight of the night was Will Worley out of Virginia, knocked out Dimitri Angelini from Italy in the first round in really good fashion. That was another great fight. Like I said, James Dennis injured his foot or his knee in the as he was warming up. He slipped and fell, and Dustin Peg wasn't able to fight, so that fight was scratched. And like I said, Dustin will be back, hopefully, in our South Carolina show on May 12th. The co-main event of the evening for the 115-pound women's championship was it was a fairly competitive fight, not as exciting as the fans wanted to see, but, you know, a very technical fight from Britain Hart, and she ended up winning a unanimous decision over Jenny Savage. And then in the main event, as we saw, a very awkward fight, you know, twists and turns the whole way through. And then Reggie Barnett ended up stopping Daniel Alvarez due to a hand injury. Just a really, really great night of fights. I thought it was a great debut here for Virginia. I thought the crowd loved it. I think it was the loudest crowd we've ever had in BKFC so far. It was just an amazing, amazing, you know, to be here. We're certainly coming back. Is Britton here? Is Britton here? Britt, I want to bring up Britain Hart. She defended her 115-pound women's championship tonight. So I want to bring up Britain Hart to say a few things. There you go, Britt. Sorry.
Thanks, boss. Do I sit or stand? All right. Yeah, I guess I just want to say thank you guys. I'm super happy to be in Virginia. I feel like being the first female to reach 10 fights. I started pro boxing. I know a lot of people out here have some fun stories when I was in boxing, and just to see it evolve, you know, I really wanted to be a superstar, and I didn't quite get it in boxing, and that's when bare knuckle came, and why I really try to do my best in the sport and try to make everyone happy, and damn, it's hard, you know. People say you're too wild and you go in and brawl, and then you be too technical. So, you know, I'm still trying to find a balance, and I think that's what life's about. And I'm happy to be here, though. I'm happy to rise to the challenge, whatever that challenge may be. And to come out in Virginia again. It was just awesome. I think the crowd was great. I think everybody loved it. I feel like the commission really stepped up and made combat sports exciting here in Virginia again. So I think the response will be really great, and Virginia can continue to grow, and us as fighters can continue to grow, and BKFC. And I made an announcement earlier. You know, for me, I want to grow too, and I would like to go to BKFC London or BKFC Thailand. I think I need to be more inspired because I am too disappointed in my performance tonight. And so I think we're all our worst critics, you know, and I think people can get that, and I apologize, you know. It was weird fighting her, you know. I feel like this is my house, and, you know, she was going to come and get my belt, and every time I'd inch, she'd move over. And, you know, you got to just be cautious and cognitive of a southpaw positioning. And it was just a weird fight for me, and I apologize. But I think for me to be inspired, I don't need to deal with, like, some drama from Jenny Savage. I need to be over in worldwide, London, Thailand, whatever new countries we're opening up, and then, you know, kind of get that spark back again. So that's all I got to say. Thank you, boss man. Thanks for everyone for believing in me, and big thanks to Virginia.
Brittany, if you could, sit down for one more minute. We're going to open it up to some media questions as well.
Sure.
I know we have some media here. Put your hand up if you have a question for Britton Hart. I'll walk over. I see Mike and Mish are here. All right, man. Let her rip. Mike and Mish. Great podcast that covers Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Hey, Britton. Kyle Mish from Mission Accomplished here. You mentioned going to Thailand, maybe London. You were originally supposed to fight Fanny Palumpi out in Montana. That fight got scrapped for whatever reason. Would that be the next fight that you want? You want to go over to Thailand and fight her there, or have her come out here, try again to come out here and defend your belt against Fanny?
I'm overdoing it here because, again, we've tried 2 times, and I feel like, again, when you want to go somewhere, you got to bring the fight to them. So if I fight Fanny, I want to go over in Thailand. She does have the Thailand belt, so it does kind of linger. It makes it hard for me to really take this in because I don't feel like I can really say I'm the first 115 champ because there's someone out there in Thailand that has a belt that looks like this. And so for me, you know, I want to be better too. I want to grow too. And it's not coming here. So I want to go to Thailand. I want that experience. And I think that's what my dream needs to do to evolve as a fighter and to spark my being bigger and aiming for the stars and the moon. So yeah, I don't want it here. I want it in Thailand.
All right. I think that you're so good at this. You sat down and you pretty much answered everyone's questions before they could ask them. So we don't have any more questions. Oh, we have more questions from the media. Anybody? We're good? All right. Go celebrate. Enjoy those titles. Enjoy your victory. Congratulations
Thanks,
to Britton Hart, everyone.
There's Britton Hart. Now we're going to bring up the main event. Well, first we're going to bring up the challenger, Daniel Alvarez. He's going to say a few words, and you can ask him a few questions. Daniel, come on up.
Okay. First of all, I just want to take some gratitude, you know, thankfully to BKFC for giving me the opportunity. I've been out almost like 10 months, been up and down weight divisions, basically from flyweight to going up to lightweight, then dropping back down to fight Reggie. Obviously tonight didn't go my way. Another thing too, I didn't mean to slam, you know, Reggie. I guess maybe heat of the moment, I don't know. This is a bare knuckle boxing, not wrestling or MMA. But other than that, you know, nothing to take away from Reggie. You know what I mean? I would like a full training camp, you know, at my division. Other than that, you know, I would love to keep going. Obviously, my hand didn't play that part. But you know what? Reggie's a good champ. He's a good, you know, good sportsman. You know, thank you to David Feldman, you know, everybody, all the organizations for giving me the chance to fight again. That's all I want to do. So other than that, you know, definitely thankful to be here. I love to fight, you know what I mean? And especially, you know, as a Mexican, you know, a lot of pride into that. Obviously, tonight did not go my way. You know, if it was up to me, I'd fucking fight with a broken hand, broken wrist. I don't care. You know what I mean? So other than that, you know, ask away.
Media questions?
Not really. I mean, I know when I did, I was like, you know, did I catch him with the check hook? What did I catch him with? And I felt like I hit something on top of the head, but I mean, adrenaline's going. You know, and you know, I honestly I don't really care. Even I just didn't care.
Props to you for taking the fight at last minute. You just mentioned previously that you have been in different weight classes. Moving forward, what weight class would you prefer to fight in next?
You know what? First of all, I'm gonna say something too. All the freaking flyweights that have ducked me, I was at 129 almost 3 weeks ago. I went up to 155. Sorry, you know what I mean? And then I dropped right back down a week later to fight Reggie, all because of dudes ducking. You know what I mean? I haven't fought in 10 months, so I'll take whatever I can get whenever I can get it. I'm not picky. I don't call. I just chose to fight the best. He has the most fights in Bare Knuckle FC. What else do I need to do? Like I said, I didn't mean to slam Reggie. I don't play that game. But I want to fight at 125, but I would love to go at it again with Reggie. Absolutely.
What do you have to say to Reggie? Because as I understand it, he was the one that told the commission, or the medical doctor rather, that your hand was broken. I mean, that says a lot about Reggie Barnett Jr. as a fighter, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, you know, there's no animosity towards Reggie. We spoke words at Myrtle Beach. I mean, maybe one day we'll train together. You know, I don't know, but at the end of it, I'm here to fight the best. You know, 8 other dudes that I heard of ducked this man. I didn't. You know, I showed up. You guys need a fighter? I'm here. You know, that's what it's all about. Aren't we here to fucking fight? Yeah, but everybody wants to fight these 0-2 feeders. I'm talking to Ridge too. You know what I mean? Like, I beat you, dude, and you're not gonna freaking want to fight me again. You know what I mean? Like all these other cats going up to 155, a flyweight, bunch of fucking pussies. But to answer your question, I would love to fight with Reggie again. I appreciate he's a good sportsman. No animosity towards the man. He's the best. That's what I want to fight. The best, right? And then, you know, that's it.
All right, I think that wraps up the media for Daniel Alvarez. Great fight. Thank you for that. And we're going to be bringing up another fighter. I believe bringing up the champ here in a minute.
Thanks, Daniel. We're going to bring up Reggie Barnett. I just want to say something about the Britain Hart fight. You know, it takes 2 people to fight. And, you know, when one of them doesn't really want to engage, it's hard for Britain to be an exciting fighter, you know, that I want her to be, because the other girl didn't really want to, you know, stand there and bang with her the way I wanted her to. So just to clear that up, Britt, so you don't beat me up on the way out. I want to bring up the champ, the main event winner. Yo. The main event winner, let's bring up Reggie Barnett Jr. Reggie.
First of all, I want to say I did it. I have the most amount of fights in BKFC history. I'm the only fighter from the original bare knuckle tryout, the very first one in Philadelphia, and Dave can tell you I've been giving him a hard time since the original bare knuckle tryout. That's why he's over there laughing. That is the current world champion, and I am the first fighter that is a world champion to defend their world championship here at home in my home state of Virginia. If that doesn't deserve a round of applause, I don't know what. I don't got much to say. I ain't going to preach. I want to thank God for the opportunity. I want to thank Dave Feldman, the BKFC family. This is like a family to me, and I'll tell Dave over and over again, you treat me like the stepchild that you never wanted that was just too damn good to cast aside. All right? And I think I go out there and I prove it over and over again, and I'm forever grateful for this man. I told him, you know, fighting saved my life. Bare knuckle has changed my life. And I hope anybody out there who has seen my story, knows my story, can be inspired to go get whatever you want out of this life, too.
All right, we're going to open it up for some media questions now, champ. Let's go over to Mike and Mish. I told you before, if you just tune in, great podcast that covers bare knuckle. We love it.
Reggie, you've been in. You just said it. You had some of the most fights in the BKFC history. That this is absolutely maybe the strangest one of them all, right? What's going through your head with the slam in the first round, and the headbutts, and then Andrew Glenn tackling your opponent? Can we just talk about the awkwardness of this main event for a second?
I mean, sometimes it's a wild and crazy fight. To be 100% honest, I don't really remember anything past the slam. I kind of just got up like, I can't let my fans down. I can't let my family down. No matter how I feel, I'm going to keep fighting. And just went out there on kind of autopilot.
All right, we got more media. Susan, Singario, I'm coming over to you with the mic now if you have a question. All right, here we go.
So, Reggie, we've seen you grow so much as a champion and as a fighter. This is a really historic moment for you, and I know everyone in Virginia is proud of you, and I know your friends and family that came out to support you. We got to find out, though, what's next on the radar for Reggie, Educated Hands Barnett Jr., because we want to see you back in the squared circle. You don't want to call anybody out, sir.
You already know. I'm not going to call him out. You call me out first, you little chimp. You know? Little lollipop kid, or whatever you want to call him. You called my name first. You told lies about me that I was supposed to fight you, and you know that is the furthest from the truth. My next fight was guaranteed to be at home the second I stepped out of the ring in the rare fight. So you saying that I was supposed to fight you at Knucklemania is a lie. But I'm a man, and I stand on my stuff. So I'm going to give you what you asking for. Whenever you ready with your little 2 measly-ass wins, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention your name because it's not worth it in my glory. Right? But whenever you ready, whenever they feel like you ready to catch these educated hands too, dog, everybody knows that I always show up and put up or shut up. So,
Reggie, how important in your heart was this fight to your legacy?
this was it. You know, we said 3 things. 1, that I would use my platform to inspire other people through their circumstances. That we would win the world championship. I lost twice, but I kept going back. And 3, that I would bring bare knuckle home to my home state of Virginia, that I would make sure that it was legalized so the ones behind me that have seen the work that I put in can get some of that shine, get some of that opportunity, you know. And we saw that tonight. Britain Hart go out there and defend her world title. My buddy Kasim Ruffin come away with his first win. You know, Will Worley, where you at? Another Virginia fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kicked open the door for us. And I'm going to keep kicking open doors for everybody else who wants an opportunity to do something with their life, to change their life, to go for greatness. And I'm grateful to Dave Feldman that when people kept closing the door in his face, he kept going to the next one and refused to hear the word no, because that gives me the opportunity to kick open doors for other people.
All right, I think that's all we have for the champ. Congratulations, champ. Great fight. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Mr. Educated Hands, Reggie Easy Barnett Jr. Congratulations, champ. Take one if you want. Nerd focus, man. Can't beat it. All right, so we have a couple more minutes. We have Dave Feldman here ready to answer your questions. If anybody has any questions for Dave Feldman, we're going to bring him back up. Dave, come on up. Let's see if we have any questions from the media. I'm sure they have a bunch to ask Dave Feldman. Good?
Dave, do you have your bonuses picked out for this evening yet?
I don't actually. I don't. I'm going to announce them tomorrow morning. I have to go through them. There were some really good knockouts, and there's some good wars too. So going to reevaluate it with the team, and I'll make that announcement tomorrow.
Can you go into detail on what happened with James Dennis in the back? I know that you mentioned the injury earlier. Is there anything that you can put out to the media right now?
Apparently, he was warming up. He slipped and fell as he was warming up. This is the ice skating rink in here that was covered up, and apparently there's some condensation that got through the planks that was covering it up, and he slipped and fell, and he just wasn't able to fight.
So, Britain Hart issued you a challenge this evening. Susan Sangari from Bare Knuckle News. Will she get a chance to fight overseas then?
I mean, if it calls for it, I mean, I'd rather bring overseas here than bring us overseas. I mean, I think that's America is where this thing is making the most ground, and I think the biggest fights had to be here. So if it makes sense, then we're going to bring someone over here to fight her. And if there's someone over there that makes sense, then, obviously she wants to get paid, so she'll probably get paid more over here.
Finally, can you clue us in on any other states, countries, or provinces or islands that Bare Knuckle FC might be going to, sir?
I mean, I made some announcements earlier. We have a date set, September 2nd. Bulgaria is going to be our first show there. We have Mexico. It's going to happen the end of July. We're doing a show in Mexico. We just had very good conversations. The state senate voted us through in Georgia yesterday, so it just we just need final approval on that, and then we'll be legal in Georgia. We have 5 or 6 other states that are about to pop open too, so it's just going to keep growing. All right.
You got one more over here, Dave. We'll do one more. Mike and Mish, they always have good questions.
Can I follow up Susan's question? We were supposed to have Gustav Cedermom here. Fanny Palumpi was supposed to be in Montana. You're running into problems bringing fighters from overseas to here. What are the issues that you're running into, and would it be easier to take someone like Britain over to Thailand and not run into the same issues you're having with these foreign fighters?
Really what just happened with that is obviously they have to have a visa to be able to come over here and fight, and we let them handle the visa. Trying to get the visa themselves. We should have handled it. We didn't handle it. They handled it and they dropped the ball. So I think with our company handling it, we're not going to have any problems. And if we do, then we'll make adjustments after that.
All right, that's all for Dave Feldman, the media. What a great event. For me, I think that.
If you want.
All right, you know what? I just saw her walk in. We got one more. She's part of the co-main event. Jenny Savage, come on up here.
First, I want to thank God. I want to thank David Feldman for allowing me to have this opportunity. And I'm just grateful for the state of Virginia for just being so welcoming and loving. Man, you guys definitely blew me away with the arena. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm happy. I'm doing what I love. And I have no regrets.
All right, you ready to take some questions from the media?
Yes.
Mike and Mish from the Mission Accomplished podcast here.
Hey, Jenny, did the game plan go out the window? Like Mr. Feldman said, the engagement was kind of lacking. You couldn't get on the inside. I'm sure you wanted to. Did you have a game plan going in, and did it change once you stepped in the squared circle?
My opponent, she's always had a really good two. As I said before, she's unorthodox, and I say that respectfully. I've always have. I believe that I was more careful, and I feel like I should have pulled the trigger probably in the 3rd round, maybe in the 2nd. The blood actually motivated me, oddly enough, and I know that she doesn't want a trilogy, but maybe later on down the road, if she still has the title, I would love to.
No, there will be no trilogy.
Anyways.
Stop it right there. Absolutely not.
Okay. Anyways, but if that is gonna happen, if it's gonna be offered, I would love to run it back again. And although I said I would not have a trilogy because I believed I was gonna win, I mean I'm down for whatever. Somebody takes it from her, Fanny. It doesn't matter who. I'm here to stay in the 115 division. It's mine, and she may be champion now, but I'm not going anywhere. So you're gonna have to kill me.
And obviously, the animosity is still there. Are
No,
you willing
not
to,
on my end.
Not on your end. You're
No.
willing to bury the hatchet here.
It was buried before this fight started. It's just she doesn't listen to me. So I mean, it is what it is. She's a champion. She's reigning, defending, and I'll always be here. I'd love to fight Taylor Starling if she can come down to 115. I'd love that. I would love that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's all the questions we have for the media. Give it
you.
up for the Tennessee gangster herself, Jenny Savage. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you to all the fighters. I think that's it.
All right, guys, thank you so much. It was a great event in Virginia. Thanks to all the fighters. Thanks to all the media. Great night, great event. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.